So the next product I'm going to talk about is Pure, and this is for your gut health and your liver health. So the probiotic that's in this is Ganodin BC30, and it's a spore form. It's kind of like the alkaloid. It's enshelled in that calcium carbonate, so it gets through the stomach acid. The same reason why we're using a spore form of bacteria in the Pure is so it can get through the stomach acid. And so the stomach acid, your stomach acid's hydrochloric acid, and it's like a pH of 2 or 1 sometimes, and it's strong. We need that acid. So when you do have food, like if there's bad bacteria, it's gonna kill it and not get down into your lower GI. So the spore form of the Pure in here, it will get through down to the lower GI, and that's where you wanna populate your gut with good bacteria. Your gut has over 1,000 different strains of bacteria in it. Now this is one strain, but it's a parent strain of kind of all of them. And what it does is allow other bacteria in there, like say you have raw fruits and vegetables. There's gonna be bacteria on those that are gonna help populate your gut too. But with the Ganodin BC30 in here, that's gonna allow all of the strains to proliferate and get rid of all the bad bacteria, any candida that's in there, any parasites. It's gonna help keep the gut healthy, because behind the nervous system, behind your brain and your spinal cord, the gut is, I think, the second most important thing in your body to keep healthy. It's your second brain. It literally has another nervous system called the enteric nervous system. And the gut wall is so important because the gut associated lymph tissue is there. There's a thin layer, if the colon, round colon, it's smooth muscle, but there's a thin layer of tissue there that sometimes it can, if you have are eating bad food, alcohol or a bunch of sugar, bad things, it's gonna poke holes in that thin lining, and it's called leaky gut. And so now you're gonna have food particles that are gonna start going across that gut membrane, and then right behind that gut membrane sits the gut-associated lymph tissue, which is your nervous system. So 85% of your nervous system is in your gut. And if you're getting particles that are too big across that membrane, your body's gonna look at that and say, this isn't what I'm used to, this is a foreign substance, so it's gonna start an immune response. And that's the start of autoimmunity. And if your body is sensitive to things like lactose or gluten are two of the big ones, but there's many other things that people are sensitive to, and you have a leaky gut, and that stuff is getting into that gut-associated lymph tissue, it's just firing. Now it's gonna start firing inflammation. Everybody knows how they feel when their sinuses get all messed up and congested. Up here and here, you get stuffed up, and sometimes you get sinus headaches. Well, that's what's going on in your gut. All that inflammation is just full of stuff down here, and your body's saying, I don't like this stuff here. I'm gonna attack it. I need to attack it. And it just causes that inflammatory response. So the better or the more healthy your gut can get, and it can heal. That's the great thing about it, is if you put the right things in, we can start closing those holes up and reducing that inflammatory response. And that's one thing that the Pure does, is helps with that system. It also helps with the liver. There's milk thistle in there. Your liver is a filter, right? Just like your cars, swim filters. You wanna keep those filters clean, and you gotta clean them once in a while. And that's what the milk thistle does. It's really good at cleansing that liver. So all the blood goes through that liver and has to detoxify stuff. So keeping that liver really clean. It's got enzymes in there. It's got prebiotics. So those bacteria, once they get in your gut, can have food to eat and to stay healthy.